Hello, everyone. Welcome back to But Did You Like Your Reactions? My name is Hunter.
And I'm Sid.
And today we are watching True Detective Episode 3
Yep. And this one is called The Locked Room.
The Locked
So,
Room.
yep.
Okay.
Highlights from last episode.
Obviously, them finding the church
Mm-hmm.
at the end. Uh, Woody Harrelson, what's his character's name?
Marty.
Marty is a dick. He's cheating on his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I think I said before that I feel like they're trying to give us the vibe that Matthew McConaughey, who is this, Cole?
Yes.
Yeah,
Cool. Uh-huh.
is trying, like, is the bad guy, like, just with his creepiness or something, but I'm not falling for it.
Okay.
I'm not falling for it.
Mm.
And yeah, that's kind of about it from that episode, honestly.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of details, but like broadly speaking, that's it.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. And they went to that bunny ranch,
Yeah, they went to the bunny ranch. Marty gave money to a
the girl,
girl,
and
an underage girl who was working there,
yeah.
and they got some information. That's how they discovered the church. And
Uh,
Marty and Maggie's wife, sorry, their marriage is going great. No
yeah.
notes.
And they were at, what was the name of the lake? Like Spanish Lake or something like that?
Yeah, Spanish Lake, I
Spanish
think.
Lake. Yeah.
That is literally what it's called. Yeah.
That's not the right page. Spanish Lake, yeah. I turned over to a
Hmm.
blank sheet of paper. That was not my notes. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yep.
All right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of our social media will be in the description box below. And yeah, let's get into this episode. Count us in.
Starting in three, two, one, play.
This would have to mean, well, I guess not.
What?
I would say this would mean they put this there after they killed the girl, but they could have done it before too, and then
Sure. And then model the crime
yeah,
scene after this,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Mm.
Tent revivals, terrifying.
Yeah, it's crazy frenzy, right?
It's crazy frenzy. The preachers are just like, ooh, intense.
Yeah.
The crowd is always very low income people who just eat up every word, and you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
I hear you.
It just feels like predatory on these people.
What do you think the average IQ of this group
That's
is,
rude.
huh?
God.
Passed around. I think it's safe to say that nobody here is going to be
That's
splitting
so
the atom.
cool.
You see that? Your fucking attitude. Not everybody wants to sit alone in an empty room beating off the murder manuals.
Just to get through the goddamn day. Now, what's that say about your reality, Mark?
Now, see, I'm coming at it from a I don't like people being preyed upon way. He's being a judgmental
Sure.
asshole.
Sure.
One monkey looked at the sun and told the other monkey, he said, for you to give me
See, he's
your
getting to the
fucking
praying side
share
of things a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
people.
But yeah, mostly judgmental.
Well, I don't use $10 words as much as you, but for a guy who sees no point in existence, you sure fret about it an awful lot.
I forgot to mention
Mm.
this is an HBO show, episode
It is,
3.
yeah.
So I'm expecting some big, like, ending to make you go, oh, damn, I want to watch the rest of it, or something to be revealed in this episode. That's not going to be obvious until later on because it's HBO episode 3. So,
Sure.
I'm seeing on one of your old churches.
I'm the resurrection of the life for those who believe in me. Was she raped, Detective?
that's a question.
If you speak to Bert alone, I believe you'll be adequately convinced of his innocence, Detective. Bert,
Okay.
go with
Has he been
Detective.
castrated? Is he a eunuch?
Beyond to me, I'm so fucking important.
Look at this man.
So fucking important.
Both of their
right?
faces are like, dude.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he's like, all right, bro. The shorter guy.
What did he do?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Nice, is it?
Hmm.
The fuck did he do?
Give me the second half.
Angola. Some bloods caught him in the shower. Took his balls off with a
Oh,
razor.
God.
They were sloppy about it.
Angola is Angola.
A terrible prison.
Yeah.
We haven't matched any
They're
signatures.
both peeing.
One guy.
Why are you looking in the same direction, dude? You're looking in the opposite direction. Weirdos.
Some kind of culture to it, Marty.
Hmm.
I mean, he wanted us to find this one. Well, if somebody missed something, we need to go back, check all files, any DBs in state the last 5 years. We
That's
start
gonna take
there.
a long time.
Oh,
I don't have the hours. Like the way I can have just one beer without needing
Well, that's
20.
insulting.
People incapable of guilt usually do have a good time.
that set him off.
The difference is that I know the difference between an idea and a fact. You are incapable of admitting doubt.
maybe he just knows
That
he's
sounds
right.
like denial to me.
That's good.
If Russ was a little bit more of an asshole and Marty was a little less patient, they would have killed each other long ago.
Yeah. I doubt that. Oh gosh, that was good.
But I like it this way. It's stable.
Okay,
Bullshit,
thoughts
really.
afterwards.
Look, I did all the counseling and stuff.
Write them down.
Yep.
It's
And,
just
unless you want to say them right
the
now.
way things are.
Do you mow their grass?
Well, I
Yeah.
suppose you can set me up with a nurse.
Mm.
Give me some good drugs.
Yeah, him sitting shirtless here is not a good look.
Yeah.
What's going on, Russ? Mowed my yard?
Yeah, I saw it needed mowing. Return the favor.
You don't like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Dinner.
Oh, yeah? Stay for dinner, Russ.
Yeah, you better get going now. See, if they got
See you
along,
Monday.
this wouldn't be
I'll
awkward,
walk you out.
but
Okay.
they don't. You don't go
Hey.
mowing a man's yard,
Hey!
and then you leave when I walk in.
What the hell do you think you're doing, man? At my house when I'm not here.
Returning the mower.
You know what I mean. You mow my lawn.
What's our problem?
If they got along, it'd be different.
Right.
But they don't. And he mowed the lawn. Southerners take pride in mowing their own lawns.
I guess.
And then you're sitting there shirtless, and then like I come in and you're looking all weird, and you go to leave when I walk in. And, like, it's shifty.
Yeah, it's the sudden leaving part that's the shifty. The rest is like, okay, sure, it was hot. You know, you're trying to
Yeah.
not get sweat on your shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not even concerned about the shirt. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Mm.
He mowed
Also a
his
fair
lawn.
bit of yeah, also a fair bit of projection from Marty here. You know, like he said, what do you think I'd be doing here when you're out?
Yeah. It looks like you mowing my fucking lawn, and you trying to do more than you trying to mow another lawn. That's all I'm saying.
Mom and I want to talk to you, man, about those drawings you did in school. Yeah? Mace,
Because I
run to
said
your
so.
room.
Sorry.
Because I said
Wow.
so. Run to you. Go.
You're Marty.
Yeah.
It makes something that should be nice
What'd she draw?
ugly.
Oh God.
It's okay.
I'm so glad Anastasia never did this.
Also, Marty glancing at the TV is not a good look.
The fuck? Where is she? Audrey needs counseling.
Mm.
I'm sorry. First, the figurines on the floor, and now this.
Yeah.
Where is this coming from and why?
Like that's way too explicit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
something-
For her
What the-
age?
I just don't know what looking at it anymore is going to do.
Where is it coming from?
She's just trying to get attention. The
I
other
mean, she really
girls-
could just be genuinely curious, but they need to make sure.
Sure. Like, you know, no need to assume malice, but it's definitely like
Yeah,
something that needs to be investigated.
it's
I guess.
concerning.
That's what I'm talking about. This last year, you've been a
But he's
sulky
cheating.
teenager. You know it.
I guess
Good,
intimacy with
you
that
know.
person is sort of cutting into that aspect of their relationship, right?
Because he feels like he's cheating on the new girl with the old girl.
Interesting.
That's a thing.
Huh.
Taking all this for granted.
What have you been doing, Marty?
Mm-hmm.
That's a guilty look I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I might be fine, but
He does sound like he's being kind of genuine here, so.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm all fucked up.
Definitely expressing, but like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like he's seeking the solution in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And
See, all she wants is for him to be real with her.
yeah. But instead of doing that first, he just went and started that drama with the other girl.
I like that she's trying to talk to him.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And so, like, she didn't come at him too harsh and yell and everything. She's trying to talk to him.
Because, like, I think she probably saw how, like, the other argument went last episode.
Yeah.
Because that, like, both people just shut down and just put their barriers up. Like, here she got, like, a little frustrated at points, but, like, she was listening.
Yeah. Cheater. Are you gonna cut it off with Miss Ma'am?
The one kid did B&Es. He had to tug one out
that's so
before he could
common.
leave the scene.
That's so common.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot
I've
of
seen a
them
lot of
were-
that in criminal court.
Same way they wouldn't let you have a mom.
He's good.
Yeah. And this feels
I know.
mean,
these
I
things.
guess.
It's so manipulative.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sure you have enough DNA evidence to tie him to the crime scenes.
Yeah, but a confession always helps. Because without a confession, you have to go through all the other steps, you know?
Right.
He's preying on his want for forgiveness and understanding, you know?
Yeah. Using all that religion stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I want to confess.
Hand on the head like a preacher would.
Damn, all those files.
So much crime. Microfilm.
Mm-hmm.
Microfilm looks very cool.
It is. I've used it at the library before. He's so gonna find something.
I wouldn't say that. Definitely not shy about speaking his mind.
No, that's not what I mean.
Introverted is the word you look for.
He's edgy.
Yeah, intense, more like
Yeah, there you go.
introvert.
It's so weird. Like, I'm watching this and then remembering my encounter with Matthew McConaughey and, like...
Oh my god, that's right!
Yeah, I met
Holy
him.
shit, I forgot about that. You should tell the story in the discussion.
Okay.
Just when I thought he couldn't get any stranger.
Are you serious?
He tastes colors.
So, what is synesthesia?
Like sometimes I'll see a color, and it'll put a
That's
taste
gonna
in
come
my
in handy.
mouth. A touch,
Sure.
a texture, a scent maybe. It's not a side effect.
So when something feels good, does that mean it feels twice as good? Like from two different ways?
That's a question.
Could. Yeah.
The waitress will bring him, babe.
Well, wait. I'll be right back.
This is where you do something stupid and get caught. I wouldn't have walked over to him.
Hi, can I
Sure,
have
because
another
that's
beer?
just, I guess,
Thank
an
you.
invitation for drama.
What are you doing?
What's it look like?
None of your business.
What do you want me to do? Look, is this your way of trying to
Dude,
talk
you're
divorce?
married.
Have a shot with me.
Have a shot with me while your wife is across the room?
Very settled, bro.
Oh my god.
Coonhound in another life.
Go on.
I meant raccoon hound.
You're in the room with two black men. You can't say that shit in the South.
Jesus. Describe the
Oh,
shape
God.
of things.
That's in your person's bike. Oh my god, is he drunk?
You got that little shit bird in
Oh
here.
my god.
Go away. I'll call the cops.
Well, let's see how that works
I know
out
other
for
cops.
you.
Wow.
She said she was
Are you fucking serious right now?
Get
wow, you're this guy.
You tell
You're
me,
this
or I'll
guy.
have some.
He's being this guy right
Right.
now.
Right.
Like he fucking owns her or some shit. Bitch, you're fucking married.
I didn't hear anything. And then again, I wouldn't. I mean, Tracy wouldn't pull me.
And he's
hates
been
me.
in this room quiet,
Yeah.
looking at pictures, thinking.
You drop Jen at home?
Give things chances. I don't know why that is.
Well, that's because we know what we want. And we don't mind being alone.
That's not comforting to hear in this situation when she's looking for a husband.
Morning, he'll be home. Take care.
2 days, then it goes to task force, and you two catch again.
You try that serial theory on him. Now he will pull you just for spite.
I don't get why it's such a big. It's like it's a sound fucking theory that
Right.
that this has happened before.
Yeah.
I guess
It's-
the police just doesn't want to look bad that they let a serial killer.
Right. But like, especially
from
with
under-
how clean the scene was and how staged
Yeah.
it was, like you can't think this would be someone's first kill with how well it
Yeah.
was done.
Can love two women at once. I mean, be in love with them.
I don't think a man can. At least not the way he
Oh my god. I love Russ.
inadequate. World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
That sounds like something you would hear in Game of Thrones.
Oh sure, big time. Like the night watch, you know, they're like, that's why we get criminals, because
Yeah.
we'll keep the other bad men from the door.
Totally.
I ain't no idiot. You telling me she ain't
Yeah.
been drowned?
Lacerations on the
We don't
abdomen.
know that, sir.
Seems
We're
odd.
just looking for a man might have known her.
Who?
That's what we're trying to figure out. The school is part of Tuttle's
Tuttle,
foundation.
Tuttle, Tuttle. Do we know that name?
We've heard that name. Yeah.
Do you work here then?
No, sir. I work for the parish. Cover several
That grass was
properties.
like shit. Forrest Gump would never have his grass looking like this.
Thank you for your time. What do you got?
R and I just came back. Reggie Ledoux skipped parole 8 months ago. Ledoux did 2 years at Avoyles, and guess who his cellmate was the last 4 months?
Charlie Lang.
I gotta give you this one.
Forrest Gump will be embarrassed about this grass.
Looks good, baby.
All right, we are on our way.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Let's go, boys.
Hey.
We arrive at Reginald.
Okay, you can't be sitting there making little figurines of people in this situation.
Arts and craft.
It looks suspicious.
He's, de-stressing.
Man, you want to ask me? Ask, God damn it. You ever been in a gunfight?
So he had to shoot his gun.
Hmm?
He had to shoot his gun.
You were right. Good call.
It's kind of fast, though. We're on episode 3.
You know what you see? They welcomed it.
Well, that's awful.
Not at first, but right there in the last instant. And you could just let go. Finally know that you didn't have to hold on so tight.
Okay, Russ. So I guess we're getting a shootout next episode. Okay.
So yeah, that was episode 3.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're getting a shootout next episode. And what's his face? What's his name?
Rust Martin.
Marty. He's gonna have
Marty,
to shoot his gun.
Yep, you were right about that. Good call.
I mean, it's a line in the show for a reason, right?
No, yeah, totally.
Oh, he said Cole. He said, like closure. Nothing is ever over. I'm speculating here,
Okay.
but being that we're on episode 3 of how many episodes? Yeah, that whoever they get right now is not the guy. This Reginald Ledoux guy. because what the fuck would the rest of the show be?
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, there is that body that Russ saw at the end of the first episode.
Right.
And he was like, how could it be him
Right.
if he called him in 95?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that makes it, yeah, because like, why would they be sitting there typing all this and interviewing them if it was over? Like, so there's that. And also, like I said, episode 3's HBO, usually there's a clue towards the, like, of the ending in episode 3's. But you just don't see it till they give it to you, like in the last last 2 episodes or whatever. So I'm gonna have to go through this episode and comb through shit because
That's a very interesting idea, and like for some reason I can't think of a lot of HBO shows right now. But with The Last of Us, spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't seen that show or played the game, they have that letter that is given to Joel, and it basically says, God put some, guys like us on this earth for one reason. It is to protect our people, the person we love, and God help any motherfucker who tries to come in our way, basically. And sure enough, that comes very true in the finale when he murders the fuck out of people.
Yeah. And that was episode 3, right? Like the letter.
That was episode 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's always episode 3.
That's the first thing I thought about. Like, what's that? I'm like, oh, that's right. You're right. Okay. I see it.
It's always episode 3. So yeah, I'm gonna probably rewatch this. I know I made a joke while we're in, like, during the episode where we're watching it about the Forrest Gump guy. But that's all I could think of with him sitting on the lawnmower was that grass was not green. There were no lines in it, and Forrest Gump would never. I'm sorry.
In his defense, this place only got added to his list pretty recently. He's working on it. It's a work in progress.
He needs to do some more work. Bring some fertilizer next time.
You need to see his time cards to see just how many hours he's putting into this place.
I feel like he's rushing it.
Should be better.
I feel like he's rushing it. The tent revival pastor.
Yes. Minister Theriot, I believe.
What's his name?
Theriot, Theriot.
What was my train of thought? I just lost it. It was really interesting that he asked if the girl had been assaulted because he knew,
You knew that guy's situation.
Like, yeah, that man's situation. So he was like, okay, listen, if she was, this is probably not your guy. You need to go talk to him in private. But is that how it works? Like, just because someone's testicles are taken, does that necessarily mean they can't assault somebody?
Well, like you said, they weren't careful with it, so probably did some damage to the penis as well. Yeah.
Right. Tuttle. Who was Tuttle? The name sounded...
Okay. I think
from the
there's
first
a Reverend
episode,
Tuttle.
right? Yeah.
There's a Reverend Tuttle who was mentioned, and I believe he came to the police station.
The one I said was a pedophile.
Huh?
Remember he was holding his hands all weird and he's all funky looking?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yes. He came with some people from some state task force or whatever.
Yeah.
To investigate crimes. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, he was there talking with them.
Okay, yes, I have.
And as you mentioned his hands, and and I think they mentioned he had a state senator brother, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the name.
Okay. Yeah. I knew it sounded familiar. Yeah, because I was like, he's a fucking pedophile. Like, he just looks. Who holds their hands like that? That's fucking weird. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of all I have. Like the victim, like with the little circle symbol on the back. I feel like there's probably a lot more victims that they don't know about or they're gonna find about because yeah, like I said,
because who's gonna put these pieces together? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And police are often just
sloppy,
frantic, sloppy, and frantic to close the case. Like, let's just like he's like, oh, do this, or it just goes to the task force because you need to work a little.
It reminds me of in Unbelievable when they're searching the CID for markings on people and they're talking about how most police officers don't enter all the information or do a thorough thing for sexual assault cases and things like that because they're just trying to close it or whatever. You know what I mean? So like she put in like mark on leg and it brought up like every mark, like tattoos and all that stuff on leg because no one's specific. Anyway,
Right.
yeah.
That's stupid. It's like
Yeah.
there's a clear difference. Like
Yeah.
he found, but yeah, it's like how do you see a woman, regardless of whether she had LSD and meth in her system, which she did, to be fair, but like you see that like, oh yeah, probably fell in the river, died. It's like, bro, the fucking wounds on her abdomen,
Yeah.
like those are straight up cuts. How the fuck do you not see
Those are
that?
cuts. I can see if he maybe thinks she got hit by a tree or something, but they're not punctures, they're cuts. Like, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? They're not like she
Did they say that? I think they said like lacerations.
lacerations.
I think the guy said I think Russ said like lacerations, sure, the ribs, the arms, I
Mm-hmm.
get it. But look at the abdomen. This is different.
Yeah, you can
And
tell.
could be and yeah, and could be, Russ is working off of whatever information he was given.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, they're often not detail oriented in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that they are puncture wounds
Yep.
and they weren't properly labeled as such.
But like if there are puncture
But
wounds, I know she was in the water, but wouldn't there still be debris of like wood or something from whatever, in there if they examined it correctly? Like,
mm,
you know what I mean?
yeah, well, that's the thing. Did they examine it currently?
Yeah, if
Oh,
they do it correctly, but they see a dead woman who has drugs in her system, she's like, oh, she got drunk too, or drugged and fell in the
mm,
water and drowned. Case
yeah.
closed. So,
But it definitely had like the sort of three things common with the other woman
mm-hmm.
in our case.
Yeah,
With the what's her face?
yeah.
Dora Lang.
And what's his face going to her house
Mm.
and beating up the guy? Boy,
Hold on.
go ahead.
Hold on a
Go
moment.
ahead.
Is Marty gonna be your Chuck for this show?
Is he gonna be my what? Chuck?
Is he gonna be your Chuck like you can't remember his fucking name the entire time? Mylar, I'm talking about if in case you don't remember.
Because I was literally at first I was like, who? and
Oh
then
my
I,
god.
and then I remember. No, I'm gonna remember Marty. Because I don't despise him like I did Chuck, so
Sure.
I'll
Yeah.
remember.
But yes, yeah, what the hell he was thinking doing all of that.
Just too much, just
Mm-hmm.
too fucking much. Like, oh my god, like, dude, you're married, and she's
Mm.
done and moving on. Like, get the fuck over it. Seriously, whatever, dude. Asshole. Anyway, he's lucky he's a good detective.
It was something interesting you mentioned in in his and his wife's conversation,
Mm-hmm.
Maggie's conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, oh, now because he feels like he's cheating on his side chick with his
Yeah,
wife,
that's the thing.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're so right, because yeah, before I thought, oh, just like, your standard run-of-the-mill jealousy,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But now thinking of it from that perspective, yeah, he feel like he's being cheated on
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because in his mind, he has transferred a lot of his relationship stuff over to
To
the
her.
other girl.
Yep.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, that's very interesting, and that's almost certainly what's really happening
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yep. That's why you don't. That's why you stay in your relationship, people. If you want to, if you're bored and you just end it
Say so, just say so, and end it.
and end
You
it.
know,
Because then the feelings get
try
all muddy.
yeah, try to talk it out, maybe communication, and doesn't work out, end it. But yeah, otherwise it's like,
Yeah.
why are you starting all this mess? I was glad that they had a conversation with their daughter, with Audrey, I
Yeah.
believe is the bigger one,
Yeah.
because yeah, that's not right.
What is
Yeah.
going on with that girl? Like I said, it could just
Mm,
be natural age progression. She could just be mature and curious and whatever. But drawing it in school and the way she had those figurines like displayed, like
taste,
she needs
yeah,
to speak to someone. Like we
yeah,
need to make sure she's okay. Like it
yeah,
may
and
not even
Mag,
be like you said, it may not even be malicious, but we just need to
mm, just be like,
do a
okay, what's
checkpoint.
happening? Because yeah, she's like 6 or something. She's very
Yeah, she's
young,
very
or maybe
young.
8 at most.
What are you doing
Uh,
drawing all
yeah,
that? Like,
and she was like, oh, the girls laughed, so I drew more or
yeah.
whatever, like to entertain them
Which
basically.
I get that, but like, where is this coming from? Like, how do you,
Yeah.
what
Yeah, because
initiated
that's
this?
like that's the motivation to draw more, but it's like the origin.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
What's that? Like Marty said, oh, she's doing it for attention. It's like, sure, and partly you are correct, but like
She's still,
you can't just say that. You can't just you can't just say her motive and not really look into where
yeah,
it's all coming from.
yeah,
You know, which is yeah. I hate the oh, it's just attention thing because it's like sure, but there's attention or attention-seeking behavior. It is much more deeper than oh, they're just doing it to get attention. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
People do that so much, and it's like it's much more deeper than that.
And why are they
It
doing this
doesn't mean
specific thing for attention?
yeah,
Like,
this specific thing,
yeah.
why exactly do they feel like they need attention?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Those are the important questions to ask.
And then, like you said, he started watching the TV. Like, dude, you can't just have a talk and get it over it. Like, that's not, no.
Maggie gave him a quick, just like, I'm fucking done with this look.
Yeah.
It was just great.
I have a feeling the stuff with the daughter's gonna come back up again. Because, again, why put it in the
Sure.
script if it's not? But,
Mm.
yeah, it's strange. It's really weird. Yeah, this is a good episode, though. Anything else?
Yeah. Yeah, some more great Rust monologues about religion,
Yeah.
recent events. I have seen a lot of terrible things online. And yeah, I just keep that monologue as like I think I first saw the show back in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And that monologue, the one specific about the dead people, that certainly has stuck with me. And recent events, it's certainly been even more in my mind, and it's just terrible stuff. Yeah. Not fun, not a fun episode for me, I guess.
It's okay. We got through it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
Let me just check.
Oh, real quick,
Oh,
Reggie Ledoux, what the
what?
fuck is up with that at the end of the show? Unless you had something else to say.
Yeah,
Sorry.
one more thing. The synthesia and synesthesia thing that
Mhm.
has to come back
Yeah.
into play.
Sure, yeah.
Like, it has to come back into play. Him tasting certain colors and whatever, that has to come back.
Metallics and
Yeah,
whatever he said.
it fucking better.
Yeah. You did say, sorry, not you did say,
Mm-hmm.
we have seen his visions like twice,
Mm-hmm.
3 times,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even. Like one was just like a simple sort of atmosphere sort of glowing.
Right.
Then it was like him driving at night.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the birds.
Yeah.
That was strange.
Yeah. And then the one in the car
So,
window.
yeah.
Yeah. So we saw three. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen 3. So yeah, it might.
Right.
Yeah, and Reggie Ledoux, the fucking guy in an underwear with a creepy mask. What the fuck's up with that?
You know what? I'll save it for the beginning. No, I'm gonna say it now.
Okay.
I'm already gonna
Okay.
call bullshit on this guy being the guy because he's walking around in fucking underwear. He already don't look hygienic enough to pull off a nice crime scene like that. So
Sure, yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
Alright.
Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, anything else?
Nope. I think that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. And I will say, this show is very dense
Mm-hmm.
with information and just like things said
Mm-hmm.
in many ways, many types of things. And yeah, it's a great rewatch because I really think because like I said, I have seen reactions to this before,
Yeah.
but that's not the whole episode, not obviously. So like watching the whole episode, I think for the first time since 2019,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, there's so much in there.
It's a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of dialogue.
A lot of dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's this episode.
That's this episode.
Unless, yeah, all right.
All right. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this episode. Okay. Yeah, all that stuff. Whatever. See you in the next one. Bye.